Good morning. I'm Hassan Giordano. This is a new year, but this is still the DMV Daily Dose for Thursday, January 2nd, 2020.
It's currently clear and 30 degrees in Baltimore. Expect cloudy skies starting in the morning and rain tonight with mixed conditions for the rest of the day. Today's high will be 48 degrees and the low will be 30.
Happy New Year, and welcome to the first episode of the DMV Daily Dose for 2020. Now, unfortunately, 2019 will go down as the most deadly year in Baltimore City history per capita, as we finish the year with 348 homicides, according to the Baltimore Sun. And while mayoral candidates are lining up to lay out their crime plans, as Council President Brandon Scott is set to do today, and launch his latest version via live stream link on his Facebook page, this Baltimore Sun's Dan Roderick wrote about an intervention-style crime plan that has actually worked in the city of Baltimore during the Sheila Dixon administration. Roderick says the kind of intervention that he described for those on people on parole or probation is not new, and it's not his idea. It was tried in Baltimore before, between the years of 2006 and it lasted through 2012, most of the Dixon administration, and it worked. It had some persuasive effect on violent offenders who might have offended again had they not heard about punishment directly from those who could deliver it. Roderick says that the last time this type of effort had the coordinated support of state, city, and federal partners was the last time Baltimore's annual death toll from homicides was under 200. Murders dropped 30%, shootings by 40%, and adult arrests by 43%. Homicides hit a 3-decade low of 197 in 2011, and the only extra cost for the program was a federal grant for the salary of ex-offenders who served as mentors for those who participated. Makes you wonder. Governor Larry Hogan's office released a letter yesterday indicating that Maryland will continue to accept refugees in response to a new executive order from President Donald Trump. In the letter dated Monday and addressed to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, the governor wrote that he appreciated the flexibility given to Maryland and other jurisdictions to decline, but that he would continue to accept properly vetted refugees. Now, in 2015, Hogan was part of a group of 31 governors, nearly all Republicans, that wanted to refuse Syrian refugees out of fear of terrorism. They didn't have any legal basis to do so at the time, but now they do. But no one has indicated that they will shut out refugees. Trump made this executive order just after cutting the total number of refugees accepted to the United States in 2020 to 18,000, a historic low. Maryland Matters' Josh Kurtz is reporting on the annual dash for campaign cash that precedes the General Assembly session, which begins this year at noon on January 8th. From that day forward until the last night of the session, which happens on April 6th, state legislators, as well as the 4 statewide officials, the governor and lieutenant governor, the comptroller, and the attorney general, are all banned from raising money. Now, there are a few exceptions to this rule. Legislators who are candidates for Congress can keep raising money for their federal campaign committees, and legislators who are candidates for office in the 2020 Baltimore City elections can continue to raise money, even though their state campaign accounts are being used to advance their city campaigns. But this is an annual ritual that isn't just a dash for cash. It's also a last-minute dash for influence, according to Kurtz, with special interests and their well-connected lobbyists digging deep to pay tribute one last time to the people who hold the fate of their legislative initiatives in their hands. So if you want to know more about who's having fundraisers, where, and when they're happening, just go on over to Maryland Matters. And last but certainly not least, DMV Daily has released the names of the congressional candidates that were voted on by you, the people, who will participate in the Value My Vote 2020 MLK Day Candidates Debate on Monday, January 20th from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Soul Harvest Church, located at 2901 Druid Park Drive Circle. fittingly right across the street from the late Congressman Elijah Cummings' old district office. Now, this live stream debate will be seen live on the DMV Daily and the Value My Vote Facebook pages and their YouTube pages, and will feature Radio 1 show host Larry Young as the moderator, with panelists who will ask and come up with their own questions for the candidates, who include the Baltimore Sun political reporter Luke Broadwater, DMV Daily Radio Show's co-host Ivan Bates Esquire, SEIU 1199 political director Ricara Jones, and Job Opportunities Task Force executive director Karen York. The candidates who were voted to participate are as follows: Howard County Delegate Terry Hill, former Congressman Kwesi Mfume, State Senator for the 41st District in Baltimore City Jill Carter, 45th State Delegate from Baltimore City Talmadge Branch, businessman Safir Robb, University of Baltimore Dean Michael Higginbotham, and the wife of the late Congressman Maya Rocky Moore Cummings. This is the debate that you just don't want to miss, and it's actually the only one on record that will be held in West Baltimore and live streamed to the voters. I'm your man, Mr. Politics, and this has been your DMV Daily Dose for Thursday, January 2nd, 2020. For more information on the articles that I've mentioned, just go on over to our website, www.dmvdaily.news.